Hello, Scrapper Names fans, and welcome to the Sketch Your Way into Halloween. Well, for me, it's the Halloween Hop, and this is the sketch that you would have just seen pop up on your screen just then that I am following. And I am part of, as the title suggests, a YouTube video hop for the theme of spring or Halloween. I've chosen to go with a Halloween theme for my sketch, and I am scrapping this photo that is quite a few years old actually. It's from 2016, hence the Halloween theme for me for my son's album. Now what I've got here is a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, which you can kind of see in the background there. I've got this background star ink paper, which is actually from a Patreon printable from the lovely Inky Quill that I subscribe to. And I'm trying to use up my stash. So I've decided that I was going to use that as the left-hand side of my sketch for this one. And those of you who are subscribers to my channel regularly and watch me with sketches know that I do follow a sketch. I follow the guts of it, and then I like to add my own touches to it. So this is one of those times I decided that I wanted to get a bit painty and a bit mixed media-y to add the circular pattern that is on the right hand side. Now I can't say it's an epic fail, but I do not like this colour combination. I didn't think it through very well. I shouldn't have added the black. It was far too heavy, note to self. And it was, the Kaiser colour paints are fantastic for doing on a jelly plate, as is the Flutterby paints, which I've got there. They're really liquidy, they spread really well, but if you add too much, you've got a lot. So I end up really brayering some off into my art journal and adding like more of the red and the orange, as you can see, and just trying to get a really more layer of the red and the orange. End up going with the red, which I make it work. And then I use these art foamies to imprint some patterns, in the circular patterns, into my jelly plate print. And yeah, so this layout kind of changed a little bit in that I do this print, which I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't quite where I wanted this to go in regards to the sketch, and it was too heavy on the star, the blue pattern paper, and my photo, and I was just like, this is just not working for me. I had this plan in my head of how I wanted it to go, and yep. So I try and do a second print, which I do like a lot better. So it's a bit fainter. It's just not as thick, and I'm cool with that. So we go with that one, which I'm happy with. So yeah. Now I've explained my background. Oh, here's the second one. Sorry, I didn't think that was right. So yeah, I go with the second one. Done. Now, as I said, so I am part of a YouTube hop here. So you may have found me here as part of the YouTube hop. So you'll hop along. If you haven't and you've just come across because you're one of my subscribers, or you've just stumbled across this video, basically I am part of a group of us lovely crafty peeps that you will find in this description box below the next person in the lineup, who will have another video, who will be doing either a spring theme or a Halloween themed video, using the sketch as such, and either flipping it on its head in their own way. So some people are doing cards, some people are doing a scrapbook layout, some people are doing art journaling. Now, from what I have seen in our little group, there are some really awesome pages that have come out. So by all means, jump on in and hop along. I'm not sure I don't know if there's any prizes at this one, but anyway. So, yes, so hop along. You'll get some really awesome crafty inspiration from some awesomely talented Aussie crafters. Yeah, and it's just lots and lots of fun to follow over the weekend. So this is where I am following along the sketch. I've just stuck down my blue pattern paper, and I'm really happy with that contrast of the darker colour with the blue and the white of the stars. That was my issue initially, that I really couldn't decide if I was going to leave the right-hand side of my layout white and just do some embellishing, but it just was too white. It was just too white for me. With the stars, it just didn't pop enough. So that's what I did. Now I'm just using some Halloween themed type papers. Some of these are from a Scrapping Fun kit, which I don't think Raylene's doing any more kits after this month. But she was a little Aussie company business that was doing some little scrapbooking kits, which were really super cute. They were very original. I was on the design team for a while. So you may have seen them if you've been watching videos of mine or come across the blog as well. Yeah, and that other orange paper that I used as the first layer is also from an Inky Quill Patreon. I added that black, like, knitting stuff here just to add a bit of texture as well. And just adding some foam here, to some craft foam, just to give some 3D or some dimension to the layout as well. I just thought it was too flat against that really busy background. So I thought some craft foam. I did have some trouble, I don't know about anyone else, but I find sometimes that with my new, I've got the ATG, and if you're wondering why I'm not using it on the foam, it doesn't seem to stick. It's a bit temperamental with the foam, so I'm not wasting any tape on it, as getting the ATG refills are very expensive, so I just use the double-sided tape on them. And I just pulled a little tab from my stash just to pop to the side there as per the sketch, just to write the date on. And just these little cut aparts from, again, that Scrapping Fun kit. I just wanted to add a little bit of embellishing to my layout as well. Once I did the mixed media bit and decided on what I was going to do there and was happy with it, it kind of all just came together. I just needed to decide what I was happy with that way. And I've done the big title as per the sketch, and it was Trick or Treat. Now I'm just adding some little sprinkly bits. Now the sketch has those, I think, on the top left and bottom right, but I've swapped it around a little bit just to fit in with what I've got. I mean, I've got plenty of little dotty splatters there, but that's okay. I was going to try and put this little charm moon in, but it didn't fit. I didn't like it. It looked a little bit too heavy for the page, I thought. Just popping some sequins on, and then I nearly forgot my journaling. So the photo itself is just we had trick-or-treating a couple of years ago. My two older ones weren't actually going to be here for the actual Halloween, so we decided that we would dress them up. They wanted to do it, and my auntie would do trick-or-treating for them at her house, so they went on a hunt as such for chocolates and lollies around her house. And here is my grandma, who is no longer with us, divvying out the candy. So yeah, it's just a nice memory. My son was really close to my grandmother, so yeah, it's just a nice photo to have. But yeah, overall I was really happy with the layout. I'm really happy with the contrast of the blue with the mixed media side as well, of the darker red and the black. Yeah, I thought it popped really well. But as I said, check the description box below to see the lineup for the hop and the link for the next video. And just remember to hop along until you come back to this video, and then you know you have you have seen everyone's. There is a few of us in this one, which is really good. And then I think that I think there'll be another one at the end of the year. So it's been a little while since I've managed to be able to get into doing one of these hops, which it's lovely to get in and do them. So you'll get to see it's a really good way to get some really crafty inspiration on the same sort of theme as well, which is great. And I am all done for you, peeps. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. But I thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. And I will see you again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye for now.